Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today I'm going to teach you how to make pita pizzas 3 delicious ways. The whole thing comes together in 15 minutes and you cannot beat that, especially for those busy, hectic days. If you have these ingredients on hand, and you probably do if you cook a lot of the recipes that I teach, you can really have this ready in no time. So I'm going to teach you how to make a breakfast pizza with a perfectly cooked egg in the middle. I'm also going to teach you how to make barbecue chicken pizza. It's so simple. You're going to want to keep that recipe on hand after Thanksgiving because it's a perfect way to use up leftover turkey. Anything that has chicken as an ingredient, you could always substitute turkey. And then last, I'm going to show you how to make a classic pizza with tomato sauce and cheese and your favorite toppings on top. Let's go over the ingredients so we can get started. I'm going to be using some baby spinach leaves, barbecue sauce. This is homemade pizza sauce, and the exact measurements for all the ingredients will be with the recipe. An egg, some feta cheese, shredded mozzarella, and it's in a bag because I like to shred my own. I have some sliced bell peppers, some kalamata olives that are already pitted, and I have some roasted chicken that I had left over from a few days ago that's sliced up. And this is pita bread. Now this is the Greek flatbread pita. This is not pocket pita. You do not want to use that for this recipe. If you cannot find Greek pita, you can use naan instead. I'm going to start off with the classic pita. So I'm going to take some of my pizza sauce, about 3 tablespoons or so, and I'm just going to spread it all over the pita bread. Then I'm just going to top it with shredded mozzarella. Now you could use your favorite cheese and your favorite toppings. I like some bell peppers on top of mine, so I'm going to do that. And that's it. It doesn't get simpler than that. You can put whatever else you want on it, whatever your heart desires. Now I'm going to move on to the breakfast pizza. Again, we're going to go with about 3 to 4 tablespoons of the pizza sauce, some baby spinach leaves, bell peppers. I'm going to just slice up these kalamata olives and just put those on top. And if you're wondering why I'm making a ring, it's because I'm making space for the egg that's going to go in the center in a little bit. Some mozzarella cheese, a little bit of feta. Always crumble it yourself. It's much better than buying that already crumbled stuff at the supermarket. And then we're going to make a little well in the center. I have an egg that I've cracked in here. I'm just going to put that right in the center. And that's it. Next, we're going to move on to making the last and final pizza for today, which is the barbecue chicken pizza. And it starts off with some store-bought barbecue sauce. This one is a little bit on the spicier side, but you can get whichever one you like. Go ahead and spread it out all across the top of the pita bread. Then go ahead and top it with your leftover chicken. It's a great way to use up leftover chicken or turkey. If you have leftover hamburger meat, you can do that instead of this, and that works perfectly well on this pizza as well. And then before I do the mozzarella, now blue cheese goes well in this, but since I always have feta on hand and I don't really use blue cheese for too many recipes, I'm going to go ahead and put some feta. The combination of the feta with the barbecue sauce goes really well together. And then I'm going to top this with some shredded mozzarella. And that's it. These are ready for the oven. Now I forgot to mention that all the pita pizzas are on a baking tray that's lined with parchment paper. That just makes cleanup so much easier. My oven is preheated to 525 degrees Fahrenheit. These are going to cook in the center rack for 5 minutes. Then I'm going to put the oven on the broiler setting, and I'm going to let these cook for about 2 more minutes, and that should be enough time to melt the cheese perfectly. The egg is going to be perfectly cooked as well. What you're looking for is for the white to be set and the yolk to be still kind of nice and runny. I'm going to show you what it looks like as soon as they come out. So just like that, in 15 minutes, you have a delicious meal ready to feed your family and friends with. Now this is great for quick and easy weeknight meals when you're short on time, but it's also a great birthday party idea, say for like a kid's birthday party. You can use any leftover roasted vegetables that you have on hand, any leftover meat. You can do mushrooms or zucchini. The sky's the limit. Whatever your favorite toppings are for a pizza, go ahead and add those, and let me know in the comment section what your favorite combinations are. I'm going to go ahead and take a bite of this barbecue chicken flavored one. It is steaming hot, so I'm going to take a small bite. That smoky sauce combined with the feta and the chicken is the perfect combination. It's delicious. I think you really shouldn't change a thing about this. Maybe add some jalapenos on top if you like a little bit more heat. I'm also gonna take a bite of the spinach and egg one because I love poached eggs, and this is kind of like the same thing where the white is nice and set and the yolk is still really nice and runny. It really takes just 7 minutes, just like I showed you. If anything, if your oven is a little bit on the slower side, you can go ahead and do an extra minute, but make sure you keep an eye on it. So good. I got a bite of olive, and I love the combination of the yolk with the olive, the sauce with the spinach. It is just perfection. I think you guys are gonna love it. The recipe with all the exact measurements is on my website, www.dimitrasdishes.com. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me today. I will see you all next time. Gracias.